The gentleman from Prince William, Mr. Torian.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I rise for an introduction and also a point of personal privilege.
The gentleman has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, today we are delighted to have with us in the gallery the Prince William County chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women. The National Coalition of 100 Black Women is a nonprofit volunteer organization dedicated to community service, advocacy, leadership development, and the enhancement of gender and racial equality for Black women and girls. In 2013 and 2015, the chapter was awarded a grant by Centennial Hospital and the Potomac Hospital Foundation to support educational awareness campaigns on the prevalence of triple-negative breast cancer and prostate cancer in the African American community. As a result, the partnership was formed with 10 African American churches in Prince William County and Stafford County to expand awareness about these diseases. On this Saturday, February the 6th, the chapter will receive the 2016 Keeper of the Community Award at the Fort Myers Memorial Chapel in Arlington, Virginia. Please join me in welcoming to this chamber the Prince William County chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women.
I'm delighted to have the women from Prince William with us today, and we thank you for all that you do for your community and for our Commonwealth.
And Mr. Speaker, point of personal privilege. Today is the third day as we recognize Black History Month here in the chamber. And I want to take a moment and address a subject matter that perhaps I haven't heard since I've been here in the 6 years, and that is the issue of faith and clergy who have served here in this chamber over the years. So I want to kind of remind you a little bit of some of the men who have served here in this chamber and perhaps from some of the districts that you represent today. All of us are people of faith. Faith plays an intricate role in what we do here in this chamber. Robert McPhee Brown stated the following: "Any Christian worth his salt knows that in this day and age, there is an imperative laid upon him to be politically responsible. When one considers the fateful decision which lies in the hands of the politicians and the impact which these decisions will have for good or evil upon the destinies of millions of people, it becomes apparent that in terms of trying to implement the will of God, however fragmentarily, politics can be a means of grace." And I emphasize that again. Politics can be a means of grace. Some of the clergymen who have served in this esteemed house, the Reverend Charles E. Hogans was born in 1819. He served in the Virginia House of Delegates, representing Norfolk County and Portsmouth from 1869 to 1871. The Reverend Miles Connors was a farmer and minister born a slave in Norfolk County in the early 1930s. He represented Norfolk County in the Virginia House of Delegates from 1875 to 1877, serving on the House Militia and Police Committee. The Reverend Cecil Perkins was born a slave in 1839 in Buckingham County. He entered politics and represented Buckingham County in the Virginia House of Delegates from 1869 to 1871, and Buckingham County and Cumberland County from 1887 to 1888. The Reverend Guy Powell was born a slave in 1851 in Brunswick County. Reverend Powell represented Brunswick County in the House of Delegates from 1881 to 1882. The Reverend Ellis Wilson, a farmer and a minister, was born in Dinwiddie County in 1824. He represented the county in the Virginia House of Delegates from 1869 to 1871. and some of our contemporaries today who have served in the Virginia House. The Honorable Walter Henry Maxwell, pastor of Ivory Baptist Church in Newport News, served in the House from 1982 to 1992. The Honorable Dwight Jones, pastor of the First Baptist Church of South Richmond, served from 1994 to 2009. And my colleague and contemporary today, the Honorable Dolores McQuinn, Associate Minister of the Mount Olivet Baptist Church in Richmond, Virginia. Mr. Speaker, we come here with this scripture in mind. Micah tells us, "He has shown you, O mortals, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." Thank you, Mr. Speaker.